Darren, that is the best way to win a game.
Yeah, last kick. Although in general play, to be honest, we created some good chances actually, especially second half. Full credit to Wrexham first half. They really took the game to us. We had a horrendous journey down on the bus. Not that I'm letting the lads use that as an excuse, but first half we were second best to everything and looked a little bit lethargic. So, a few words from myself and David at half time, and they came out second half and were very, very dominant and played very well. And I think a draw would have been maybe a fair result, but it shows the spirit that's now been building over the last 8 weeks in that changing room, and the turning into fledgling young footballers at last. I think the mentality's changed a lot since I first took over, and I'm not taking any credit for that. David knows what he's talking about and what he's saying to them and what he's doing, and the lads have responded very well to what's been asked of them, and I think they've learned a lot in the last 8 weeks, and it's now showing in the way they're performing on match days.
That spirit you've just mentioned, what will these results and the clean sheets mean to building that?
Well, a lot I hope, but I think it's still learning that. I'm not too stressed by results really. It helps the changing room and it helps the lads, and they're excited by it. They're telling me that's the first away win for nearly 2.5 years or something like that, which I did point out is not a good stat to throw around, so they should keep that quiet really. But such is the excitement by Saturday's win that you can see in the change room already this morning. They're in and they're buzzing and they're looking forward to training. And so I think then what you're asking them to do in training week in, week out, if results come, then the learning is a lot easier to do because they can't wait to get on the training ground, and then they'll respond better. So it's not so much about winning football matches. What I stressed to them afterwards was enjoy it, but they've got to keep learning and they've got to get nearer the first team week in, week out with their own performances and their own work ethic on a rough Tuesday in training, which is what we'll get. We'll get some horrible days, but they've got to keep learning, and as I say, their end goal is not to win the youth league, but to get themselves near the first team changing room as soon as they can.